Before the noise, before the matches that matter, there was this house, this family, this support. People know me as a captain, a cricketer, even a role model. But none of that started on the field. It started here. Today I get to sit down with the people who have known me the longest, and this time I get to ask them the questions. So Mom, Dad, you've obviously been invested in this journey for so long. Was there a moment specifically where you felt that this was more than a hobby and could perhaps one day become a professional career?
When I became involved with the national team, you were pre-primary and always present. Whenever we had team practices at Wanderers, you were there, hitting balls, throwing balls, catching balls, turning over the drinks trolley of the players in your quest to get some for yourself. There was something different to you than to the normal kid. And I think that developed, in my view, your intense watching of cricket on television, listening to the commentators who were experts and taking that in. And that's why I think from a very young age you were basically a leader at all sport. If you look back at the photos, which you might do later, you'll see that since under 11 you were captaining the side. And it wasn't maybe because you were the best player, but you had the best interest and the best knowledge of the game.
So maar obviously weet ons pa was altyd so invested, hy is so op die voorrand, maar soveel ure agter die skerms is maar 'n ma se job, nie net kosblikkies nie, maar wat het maar kan nog onthou van die hele journey?
Die baie op en af ry van ons huis af, Wanderers toe, 'n uur tot 2 ure in die kar sit en wag, myself te probeer besig hou. Ja, maar jou pa was maar altyd die een wat, as ons almal Sondagmiddag slaapie gevat het, vir ure lank moes balle gooi in die nette. Ek onthou van die karryery, as jou suster by was, al die groot bekleierery oor wie voor in die kar sit. Maar dit was lekker tye ook, die ure se gesels in die kar was absoluut die moeite werd. Jy het altyd gesê, ma, moet nie te veel vra nie, cricket is my en my pa se ding.
Wat van al die kere wat jy 3/4 op pad Wanderers toe besef het, jy het jou cricketsak by die huis gelos en dan moes maar omdraai en dit weer gaan haal, al die pad teruggery.
So Elzaan, there's obviously always a sibling rivalry in any family, and I think when the competition is good, that's always a good way for a sportsman to grow up. Me play pretending cricket, the whole of the house, in the yard and everything, irritating you all the time. Tell me more about how you grew up alongside a cricket fanatic brother.
If only it was in the yard. It was usually you throwing the ball for 5 hours against my bedroom wall, or sitting outside in the hallway, throwing it against my door. Your first sentence, it's well known among the family that your first sentence was "get out of my room," because that's what I kept shouting to you. Most little boys want to play with cars or trucks or balls anyway, but you took it to the next level, to the point that I also know how to bowl, just because you spent holidays wanting to bat in the net on the farm, and you taught me to bowl just so that you would have someone to entertain you. You did the things that you needed to do that you were passionate about, always. Maybe to the point of obsession, but I think obsession is usually what crafts a mastery of something. And you were obsessed. Dad talked about that Cricket World Cup. I remember there was a little book that had all the players, and you could literally, I could open the book, say a player's name, and you would tell me what bat that they batted with. So you were definitely obsessed, but obsession in a good way.
So do you guys think that this would ever be a reality? We're sitting here about to play the Proteas, and it's now a reality that we're going to have a family member captain against the Proteas, something we always saw on TV. Sometimes dreams feel very far, but now as a family, and I think especially my dad probably leading the forefront, and the family buying in for these years, it's kind of a big moment for us as a family. At the new stadium, playing the Proteas is definitely a big moment for us. Did you guys ever think this is going to be a reality?
I would say what would be surprising if you look at you now, and when you were being interviewed after games and stuff like that, you with so much confidence, you were very shy as a kid. Like, you didn't want to go to sleepovers, and you were actually a really shy kid, but you were never shy about cricket, ever. It was something you always had confidence in. And there's pictures of, stop it. There's pictures of you and AB when you were this tall, and AB is a professional, world famous cricketer, and I see that. You standing next to Protea at 5 years old, and now you standing against them at 30. It makes sense in my mind. It's a picture, it's come full circle.
Yeah, I think the full circle thing is in my mind as well. I think when we started on the farm, when you were 5 or 6, I built a net on the farm. That's when we spent most of our time chucking balls and eating balls. Now that we have built our own field of dreams on the farm, and we hosted a few matches there already, I think that's what, led up to this moment, before you playing against the Proteas. It's basically a family business. All invested in sport, all of us sitting there.
Mart, jy het obviously 'n outside view in die laaste paar jaar. Wat dink jy sien die mense nie van my van af die veld af, wat jy nou meer sal van weet, as hoe ek is op die veld dalk?
Ek dink dat, en almal het dit nou so bietjie genoem, is hoe hard jy werk. Ek dink, ja, okay, mense weet hoe baie hulle oefen en hoe gereeld jy by die veld is, maar hoe cricket soos regtig jou lewe is. Soos, ek dink soos daar's baie cricketers wat partykeer ander hobbies ook het, soos perde of golf of enige ander. En dis nie dat jy dit nie sal probeer nie, jy's baie lief vir sport oor die algemeen, maar cricket is regtig die main fokus. En ook dat ek dink jy probeer dalk, of mense ervaar jou ook partykeer as iemand wat dalk nie te veel oor iets dink nie, of baie rustig oorkom, maar jy is eintlik 'n totale overthinker. Maar jy is totaal en al, as ek nou maar die Engelse woord gebruik, obsessed.
So as jy sê ek is so obsessed, wat hou ons grounded en wat kry ons bietjie weg van die game af?
Ek dink die lewe wat ons skep vir onsself, net oor die algemeen, soos die tyd wat ons investeer in ons vriende en familie en die verhoudings wat ons het. En juis eintlik alles wat jy bou rondom dit, want ek dink ook mense lewe in 'n realiteit wat dit ook nie dalk altyd deel van ons lewe gaan wees nie. So dit, om nie net te fokus op wat dit nou is en hoe dit nou lyk nie, maar juis om te bou rondom dit vir 'n verder lewe en so of die toekoms. Ek dink ons probeer altyd visie te behou vir iets groter en iets meer.
I have had great coaches, great teammates, but the first team I ever had is right here, and everything I take onto the field starts with them.